What if you could make learning? That's what I discovered during my own language journey in London. My name is Anna. I came to England to truly master the language. Two passengers across from me were chatting. I took a breath and formed a simple greeting. That small moment filled me with such happiness. That brief encounter showed me the real goal: connection. I listened to songs, tried to follow movies. I felt ready for more, so I enrolled in a language school in London. My teacher, Miss Ellis, was brilliant, rare. We all gave different answers. Language isn't just a subject to study. Her method was different. She promised we would learn by using English constantly in practical. We started by talking about our lives and interests in pairs. The classroom was alive with trap many learners fall into, but you must practice the language. That single piece of advice changed my entire approach. What's the absolute best way to learn new vocabulary? If you read something you genuinely enjoy for just 30 minutes each day, fast papa. The key is to pick material that matches. Don't struggle through a boring text. You don't need complex note-taking systems. Reading also secretly teaches you how words fit together in sentences. English feel as simple and natural as listening to a friend tell a story. And I'm going to share that story with you right now. I remember one of my earliest days here, sitting on a train. I caught only a few words, but I felt a sudden urge to speak. To my surprise, they smiled and understood me. Before I got off, they even invited me to visit them someday. Back home, I doubled my efforts and practiced daily. After several months, my first class was nerve-wracking but exciting. She asked us a fundamental question right away. Why do we learn a language? But she shared a powerful idea. She said, it's a living tool for sharing your inner world. No heavy textbooks on day one. Instead, real-life ways. This sounded perfect to me. It was challenging but fun. Conversation, Miss Ellis explained a common, focusing only on memorizing lists and grammar rules without ever truly speaking. Not just study it. She told us. The next day, a classmate asked the question on all our minds. Ms. Ellis's answer was clear and backed by evidence. Reading. Ear, she said, or you will learn words twice as your level and interests. When you find a new word, look it up right then. Seeing the word in its natural context helps your brain remember it. This discussion led us to talk about life in London. I mentioned I was looking for a part-time job to practice more. My classmate suggested the local job center. After class, I went straight there. The advisor was helpful. She said my current English was good enough for a customer-facing role, like working in a cafe, which would offer more speaking practice than other jobs. I was thrilled. She told me I could start at the end of the week. I left, feeling like my journey was truly beginning. I had a plan, a class, and soon a job where I could practice. Midweek, another student, Leo from Seoul, raised his hand. He had a question that resonated deeply. I can read and understand well, he said, but I'm afraid to speak because of my pronunciation. How can I improve? Miss Ellis nodded understandingly. She explained that pronunciation issues often happen because we use the mouth muscles from our native language. Then she taught us a fantastic technique called shadowing. It's beautifully simple. You listen to clear audio from a native speaker and try to copy it exactly as you hear it, like a shadow. It's how children learn. We tried it in class for a few minutes with a short clip, and it was powerful. She recommended doing this before any important talk to build muscle memory and confidence. Feeling energized, I asked at school about sports clubs and joined a football team that evening. It was incredible, playing with people from all over the world. It felt like another classroom, but on a field. Then, on Thursday, something inspiring happened. A new student named Clara joined us. She was from Italy and had been in Ms. Ellis's beginner class a year prior. When she spoke, her English was fluent and clear. Our teacher was amazed and asked about her secret. Clara said, I use the methods from this class every day, reading and shadowing. But I also added one more thing, thinking aloud. I had to ask, what is thinking aloud? Clara smiled. She explained it's the practice of actively forming your thoughts in English and then speaking them out loud, even if you're alone. You start with basic ideas like, I am learning. This is good. The goal is to build the habit of thinking directly in English, bypassing translation. At first, my thoughts in Italian were complex, she said, but I forced myself to find simpler English ways to say them. It felt strange, but it made real conversation so much easier later. Her results were undeniable. She had transformed her speaking through consistent daily practice. This was the final piece of the puzzle for me. I had a complete, effective system. Read daily to build vocabulary, use shadowing to perfect pronunciation, and practice thinking aloud to build fluency. I combined all this with my new job at the cafe and my international friends from football. My English improved more in those months than I ever thought possible. If you want this for yourself, remember these 3 activities. Do each one for even just 30 minutes every day. Read, shadow, and think aloud. This is the path to real confident communication. If this story helped you see a new way to learn, please let me know by giving this video a like. It really helps our channel. English 8 Days grow. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next story.